Okay, salamat Aljo. Kasama na natin si Chief Presidential Legal Counsel and Presidential Spokesperson Salvador Panay.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Shoot.
Questions, MPC Chona.
Sir, can you confirm si William Dar is the new Agriculture Secretary?
I heard about it, but let's wait for the President's announcement.
Questions?
Other issue? Other issue? Other issues, sir.
Okay.
Sir, on President Duterte's visit to China, may I know who initiated the bilateral talks?
I do not know exactly, but what I know is that there will be a China visit, but the dates are not yet confirmed.
No more questions, MPC? Maricel Halili.
Sir, good afternoon. Sir, can we just have more details about the visit? Is it a state visit or an official
It's a
visit?
working visit.
A working visit. And what will be the purpose of the visit, sir?
Well, the same, all visits of the President, if it's working, then it refers to discussion with the visited country relative to issues that affect both, issues that will benefit both countries, issues of conflict, issues of cooperation, issues of support, especially with respect to terrorism, to fighting drugs, to cultural exchanges, people to people, and financing too,
So,
funding.
do we expect, sir, the discussion on the West Philippine Sea most likely? Because you said conflict.
That could be part of the discussion.
And is it true, sir, that the President will also watch the FIBA?
There is no confirmation of that.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Questions, MPC? Joseph?
Sir, I'm interested to know yung status nung MOU between the Philippines and China on the joint exploration and exploitation of the some areas in the West Philippine Sea. Whether it's moving, because the last time I think si Secretary Locsin said that he has accepted the quote-unquote superior version of the Chinese. I was wondering whether this is going to be one of the agenda in the meeting this August.
We're waiting for the report of Secretary Locsin. Could be part of the discussion.
Are we looking to maybe move one more document after the TOR? Anong next na document nun, sir?
I'll wait for Secretary Locsin.
Sir, how did this meeting come about? This is a long time.
Hindi ko alam eh. Basta alam ko lang may Chinese visit.
How did you hear about it, sir? How did you hear about it?
From the President himself.
How did
During
he
his speech, basta sabi niya, I will go to China.
Sa Mika ba yun?
You know, one of the speeches, ang dami niya ng events eh, nawala kayo.
Excuse me, sir.
Hindi, nawala kayo eh. Hindi kayo imbitado doon eh, di ba?
Sir, so anyway, in terms of timing, no? And this is, I guess, the fifth time, is it correct? Fifth time already?
Fit ba? Ba't naalala ko parang 3 times ang kami nagpunta ron?
Sir, hindi ka kasama sa Dutchering. Touché!
Hindi, 3 times pala. Oh?
Baka may mga
State
conventions
visit.
yung iba, sir.
Yun ang hindi ko naalala. Yun ang hindi ko naalala yung belt saka yung...
April long yung bow.
Yung bow.
April. So, sir, in terms of timing, this is very, do you think, significant in terms of
Kasi hindi,
context of time, no? Kasi galing tayo dun sa issue ng Reed Bank, and then, of course, buhay na naman yung issue ng verbal agreement because of the privileged speech of Senator Tolentino. If ever, is the President going to raise again the arbitral win? Because this is going to be the third no? Kasi the first time he was in Beijing, and then April, and then this is going to be the third time.
Let's see kung i-raise niya, kung kasama sa kanyang agenda yan. Wala siyang binabanggit pa eh. Baka mamaya he will mention sa cabinet meeting.
But this is a very important meeting, yes?
Any meeting involving the president is important.
Yun muna, sir, and I'll go back to it.
Ina?
Just one, sir, but is there any specific issue that may have prompted this meeting? Because medyo, I mean, his foreign trips are usually advised, especially
Wala siyang binanggit.
for us covering him. Is there any specific issue that made him want to go to China?
He didn't mention anything about that. He just mentioned he will go to China.
But it was him who wanted to go. It was him who initiated.
He mentioned it, but he didn't say na siya ang may gustong pumunta o inimbitahan siya.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, MPC questions? Other issue? Okay, Joseph.
So is he going there upon the invitation of President Xi because of
Hindi pa nga,
FIFA?
hindi ko nga alam kung...
Or dalagigan niyo
I
lang
will
ng
ask him
bilat?
mamaya para sigurado.
Okay. Sir, dun po sa... Pardon for staying on the topic, because si Senator Tolentino did mention again the verbal agreement. Do you agree with the proposition, sir, that it does not need a concurrence, Senate concurrence?
Yes. Di ba may statement na ako dyan?
Pang ano lang, sir?
Executive agreement, parang hindi naman lahat ng executive agreement kailangan nasa papel.
And then again, pardon for belaboring the point, the coverage of that verbal agreement again is, because that might be tackled in the meeting this August.
Hindi ko alam exactly kung anong magiging area ng coverage ng usapan nila with respect to that.
No, but sir, yung pong, the thing that we are referring to before, yung verbal agreement covers specifically what in what period?
Hindi, di ba ang... excuse me, ang usapan lang naman nila doon pagdating doon sa mga mangingisda natin, hindi gagambalain. Doon sa mga areas ng traditional fishing grounds, pwede lahat sila mag-fishing. Yun lang naman ang usapan.
Sige, sir. Wala naman tong period of time. It can go on until eternity.
Could be, could not be. Depende. Depende sa pag-uusapan nila.
So
Because
meaning,
agreements can always terminate.
so
So tingnan natin, especially because they will be talking this time o mas magiging klaro ang usapan.
pwede natin sabihin, sir, that they can fine-tune and the agreement. And then
We don't know whether that will be tackled nga. Let's just wait.
Okay.
Ina? Questions? Number Ace? Hannah, and then Nestor. China? Nestor, China? Okay, Nestor.
Secretary, the inquiry reported today that Chinese investors are targeting 3 strategic islands in the northern Philippines, the Fuga in Cagayan province and the Grande and Chiquita in Subic Bay in Zambales province. Security analysts are saying that, this is part of the geopolitical agenda of China, and it will be used for its strategic maritime posture since these islands are near the West Philippine Sea, the disputed West Philippine Sea. May we get Malacañang's reaction, sir?
I have not heard anything from the National Security Advisor nor the National Defense Secretary.
Defense Secretary Lorenzana said that he will check if this will have implications in our national security.
Then we will wait for his advice.
Okay, sir. We have a comment from security analyst J. Batong Bakal saying that the problem is that the government only focuses on bringing money in, not the wider and longer term effects of the project it approves.
And the problem with him is he doesn't see anything good that this government does relative to the issue on China.
But is Malacañang concerned that Chinese investors are investing in strategic areas or islands in the Philippines?
Again, I will repeat what I said. We will wait for the National Security Advisor and the Secretary of National Defense to give their comments on the security issue affecting those 3 areas you mentioned.
Thank you, sir.
May China? Follow-up? Other issue, Hannah?
Hi, sir. Good afternoon. Sir, pagpapalawanagin po ba ng palasyo ang Department of Health dun sa report?
Pagpapaano?
Mag-explain po ng palasyo ang Department of Health dun sa report po ng COA na nag-overstock na medicines po, umabot po ng almost 20 billion po. Na-discover nila na malapit nang mga expired, yung iba expired na po.
The
Instead na
President will wait for the report of the Department Secretary regarding that.
Madidiscuss kaya ito, sir, sa cabinet meeting later?
I have not seen the agenda yet. It could be in the other matters topic.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, MPC, other issue? Wala na kayong tanong? Ina?
Sir, over the weekend, 3 ferries capsized in Iloilo. 31 yung latest po na namatay. Is the President perhaps considering visiting Iloilo to visit these victims or check on the situation there?
Given the character and style of the President, that's a probability. Meanwhile, we condole with the families of the victims that perished in those mishaps.
Questions? Ace?
So ano yung government actions given that incident dun sa Iloilo? Kasi tinitignan nila kung bakit daw nakapaglayag yung mga bangka eh.
That's why I think whoever is responsible for securing the Fox during storms should exercise more prudence, caution, and should give the people more guidelines relative to facing this kind of disasters.
Salamat, Sec.
Questions? MPC? Joseph?
So may info tayo dun sa whether it's going to be a holiday on the 12th? I-deal na that.
Wala pa. Wala pang announcement ng ES.
Okay, sir. Ladak no influencer, no?
Wala pa.
Questions? MPC? Joyce?
Sir, what's your reaction to Executive Secretary Salvador Medialdea filing a libel complaint against Special Envoy to China Ramon Tulfo?
That's between the Executive Secretary and the journalist.
Do you support, is the palace supporting the move of the Executive Secretary?
I think that is personal between the two, so we will not interfere.
Sir, given a presidential appointee si Ramon Tulfo, is it not a cause of concern given his allegedly saying libelous remarks against the Executive Secretary?
Since charges have been filed, we cannot comment on the validity of the charges, so we will wait.
Questions? No more? Okay.
Any announcements?
Thank you.
Tomorrow siguro maraming announcement.
Okay. Okay, thank you MPC. Thank you Secretary Panelo. Balik tayo sa Sentro Balita.
Ha? Teka lang. Mamaya tatanungin.